Hi, welcome back to the channel. We're talking about German helmets again.
Yes.
And Brian Ice's logbook again.
Yes.
Yeah. All the same stuff. Well, just a little bit more in detail now. We're going to talk about Quist helmets today, aren't we?
Yeah.
Qs. First of all, just a quick shout out to Alex.
Nazi stuff in the attic.
Yeah, thank you very much. He gave us a shout out the other day. It's a great channel, isn't it? I mean, if you love German helmets, it's a place to go look at them, isn't it? He's got some lovely recent examples there, hasn't he? As well as other German stuff in World War II. But yeah, I mean, it's an interesting channel to watch, isn't it?
Yeah, so, definitely.
Yeah, go and have a look at that. Yeah. He also, like me, was always talking about this Brian Ice book, isn't he, as well?
Yeah.
It's so important. I mean, both of us agree with this. If you're going to collect German helmets, it's one of the most important books to get, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Anyway, so today we're going to talk about a little bit about Quist helmets, aren't we?
Yeah.
Just a little bit. And then we're going to compare one to a NS helmet. Now, NS,
right.
Well, so I'm not trying to pronounce the manufacturer like I never do. We'll put it in the description, won't we? Yeah? NS are more famous for, how can I put it? Their helmets weren't the best, were they?
No.
Now, your premier helmet's your Quist, isn't it? If you want to collect the best made German helmets, their quality control was the best, wasn't it, Quist? Yeah? NS it wasn't. I think some of the helmets, if I remember rightly, were made by slave labour.
Yes, they were, I think, yeah.
It does show in their production.
Yeah.
So, right. So, Quist. So, they made M35s, obviously, M40s, and they made M40s. When everybody else was starting to make M42s, they just carried on making M40s, didn't they?
Yeah.
They didn't like this, obviously, new M42, did they? They did make M42s right at the end of the war, like late 44 into 45. Now, I've never ever seen a Q M42. Have you, Alex?
No, never.
No, I've never. I don't think anybody else who's watching this has seen one or got one in their collection, because I've never seen one. And normally on like non-deckled M42 helmets, the most common one I always find is CKL, to be honest with you. EF and S I've seen, but I've never seen a Q M42.
Yeah.
Might be something to look for, actually, mightn't it?
Yeah, actually.
Yeah, might be look for the collection.
Good idea.
Yeah, if you're going to buy a non-deckled helmet, I think buying a Q M42 non-deckled might be the way to go, because I've never seen one. They must be quite rare. They didn't make that many of them, did they?
Yeah.
I've seen lots of late war M40s made by Q, obviously, you know, the ones with non-decals. Yeah. But anyway, we digress, don't we? Let's talk what we're going to talk about today. So we're talking about basically how they used to manufacture helmets and the quality from one make to another.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we said Quest. I don't know how to pronounce it correctly. The Q. We'll just call them Q helmets. These. Yeah. Their helmets were always good. Their quality control was fantastic. Yeah. If you're going to collect German helmets and you want to collect just one brand, I mean, it's the brand to collect, isn't it? I suppose. I mean, most of my helmets tend to be CKL, funny enough. But yes, sorry, Alex. Yes. Sorry.
Oh yes, and you were saying Quest. It's Quist.
Okay, Quist. I don't know.
I don't know. But I would have thought it's Quist.
Let's
carry on.
Let's carry on. Right, so I'm going to pick up here. We've got a Q helmet here, right?
Yeah, beautiful.
So let me bring it over.
Yeah.
Yep. So this is a T. This is a T numbered helmet. There's all different ones. Right. So this is a Q64.
Yeah.
So Luftwaffe helmet. Yeah, the drawstring's obviously not original.
Yeah.
But I just left it in there because it came with the helmet. So who knows? Yeah. The lot number at the back. You can't really read this one, but it starts with a T. The rest you can't really read, unfortunately.
Yeah.
It goes like that. But what I want to look at is the rim. See how neat it is.
I know, it's very neat.
It's very neat, isn't it? Yeah, it's typical Q. Yeah, Q's always made their helmets with such good quality control. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, very nice. Yeah. Right.
Of course, yes.
Now we're going to talk about NS. Now, with NS helmets, if you get the Brian Ice lot number book, you'll find. So a lot of the lot numbers, he even lists in his book. They'll be like, sometimes the vents won't be in line.
Yeah.
Sometimes the liner pin holes aren't quite right.
Yeah.
And other times the where they've crimped it over the edge, and he does list it in his book, obviously for NS. Some not many, but a few of the NS helmets. We've got one of them.
Yeah.
It's basically done wrong.
Yeah.
It's very unusual. So we'll show you that now. So this is a typical NS. Unfortunately, we can't read the lot number properly because basically the hold on, put that there. Sorry, 1 second. Take that away. Right, so
there we go.
There we go. Sorry. Right, so unfortunately, I don't know if you can see this one. Let's see. Put it around. Can you really see? Can you see how bad that is? Can you see this, Alex? Is it showing up on there? How bad the edge is?
Yeah, it can. I think. Yeah.
I don't know if you can see that.
It's very uneven.
How even that is, right? Yeah. And I say, if you get Brian Ice's slot book, he actually mentioned this, right? I don't know if you can quite make out the NS64. You probably can't.
No, you can.
Yeah,
like,
NS64. Just about to see it. Yeah. So what this helmet is, so I'll just explain this helmet quickly. This is what they call a factory reissue. They don't think they were. That's just what we call them collectors. I don't think they were actually went to the factory and reissued. Yeah. I think they must have, a company must have done these for them. They must have gotten a whole load of like used ones, yeah?
Yeah.
And then what they used to do is they would then strip them completely.
Yeah.
Put this like grey, thick coat of grey paint on inside and out, yeah?
Yeah.
Because the factory's never done that. The factory's never put this thick coat of paint on the inside as well, yeah? Normally. And they put brand new liners in, new chin straps and that, etc.
Yeah.
Now this one, what you can see that we're looking at here, this has never been issued, so let's have a look again. So you can see that, even though the shirt's been done, and then look at the liner. The fact that's interesting, the liner is actually a double band aluminium one, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, yes.
And look, it's basically mint, isn't it?
Yeah, literally, yeah.
It's completely mint, basically. Yeah, I mean, so it's been done, and then just basically stuck on a shelf in a storeroom somewhere, never actually issued that one. So that's what we call a factory issue. But I just want to show it because when you're collecting helmets, you need to know all this stuff. So if you're looking at a Q helmet, yeah, I mean they're really well made, aren't they? And I mean, I've never seen one with any manufacturing default. I'm not saying there isn't, but it's very unusual. Yeah, where NS helmets you do often find them with manufacturing defaults.
Yeah.
You need to sort of know these defaults, and also if you had the Brian Ice book, you say he normally puts this down as well, doesn't he? So he'll put down obviously if you've got the lot number exactly, and the one he's got as well, it might have like the edge hasn't been done very well, like this one, or so the vents are quite a little bit out of shape, or So it's very important to get that book. Now, the last one I'm going to show you, I'll just sort of show you something interesting. As I know it's on CKL. Now, the reason I talk about this because I don't know, a couple of years ago, I sold a non-decal CKL helmet on eBay, and the guy sent it back, so it was dented, you reckon? Right. So, when I say this because I've noticed, obviously, with the M42s, a little bit of EF, but definitely of CKL, is that when they manufactured them, you often get these two little, like, I don't know if I'm able to see it, they're like little dents. I don't know, can you see that in the, can you see like a dent here?
Yeah, you just need to... you can almost see it. Oh.
Hold on. Now let me move around on the inside. Can you see that?
Yes, you can see it. Yeah, you can see it.
Can you see that?
Formed. Yeah, you can see it.
Yeah, and the other side a little bit. Anyway, 1 second. So, right. So, with CKL helmets, you often get that when they're made in the factory. You get these two little dents either side, don't you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, that's quite funny. Yeah. So the guy sent it back. So I said to him, he obviously asked me what the helmet like. I said, yeah, it's really nice. And he sent it back and it's got a dent either side. You're like, right, okay, that's how they were made. He didn't want to listen, so that's fine, you know. Paid his money back, re-listed it, and someone else bought it, and they're very happy with it. But so all this stuff, when you're collecting helmets, there's all these little bits of information, you know, you've just got to keep really, really study them, haven't you? That's the main thing I'm trying to get today. Really study German helmets, yeah?
Yeah.
Any chance, I mean, a lot of these videos we're making are for new collectors, really, aren't they?
Yeah, really, yeah.
I mean, people who've been collecting CKL helmets, really, I've seen that two little dents either side. Yeah. I mean, I've seen it on EF helmets as well. It's just obviously part of the manufacturing process. So you get these two little like indents either side, don't you? Basically, yeah. I don't know. I don't know if you can. Let's take that bit of bag out there. Really, be best. You can see it there, can't you?
Yeah, you can see it like right
there. Yeah. It's common. That's not a dent from its use during the war. That's actually from the factory itself.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So that's what this video is about today. But anyway, we're going to keep saying that. If you want to collect German helmets, you need to get the Brian Ice book.
Definitely, yes.
It really helps you with a lot of numbers. And I say all these like little things because even with this, with the NS one in the middle here, can you point to it? Alice? Just have a point to it. Yeah, the NS64 one. Yeah, I mean, you know, if you don't realise that they had all these manufacturing faults with their helmets, you might see a helmet like that at a show, and it could be cheap because the dealer doesn't know. Because I found a lot of dealers don't know this stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they don't specialise just in German helmets, let's say. They might sell a few. They probably wouldn't even know that. They might even think themselves that's not a real helmet now. Yeah, that can't be German. I think someone even said to me once at one of the shows, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
Another one, didn't they? They were like, oh, that's not very Germanic, is it? You're like, well, it's made by slave labour, yeah?
Yeah, they can't make it perfect.
No, they didn't. They weren't that bothered, were they? So hence why you've got the slight manufacturing like defects in any NS helmets, unfortunately, compared to like Qs. So yeah, if you really want to collect the best premium helmets of WW2 German, it's always, you say it better than me. Quest, is it, or Quest?
Quest.
Quest, yeah, okay. Well, who knows?
Or Q.
Or Q. Q's easy, isn't it?
Yeah, Q.
Yeah, they are the better ones, to be honest with you. I personally like CKL. ET, CKL are my favourites.
Mine is
I like them little they've got a few little manufacturing flaws in their helmets, but I quite like it, yeah? But everybody's different, aren't they?
Yeah, because I like Qs.
Like Sass likes Qs. Anyway, that's it for today. So we've been like 10 minutes now waffling about German helmets.
Yeah.
Okay, right, anyway, that's it for today. Anything you'd like to say, Alex?
Yeah, before you go, remember to like, subscribe, and if you want to look at anything close from our collection, comment down below, we'll have a look.
Okay, see you then. Bye.
Bye.